I'm Sarah Crayford Brown.
My name's Alison Bennett.
Well, Conflict Masters work with organisations where conflict is impacting on working relationships and on the business. And we work with the organisations to find ways either to address an immediate problem or to work with managers and often other staff within the organisation to develop skills and competencies to prevent these damaging relationships in the future.
Conflict Masters works with organisations where conflict is getting in the way and damaging working relationships. We also work with some clients who recognise the potential that conflict can have in causing real damage and pain within the organisation and want to do something about that early on. So perhaps want to equip their managers with the right skills and structures to manage conflict in a constructive way.
Thanks very much for coming in again.
Pleasure.
It was really fantastic working with you through that mediation. The speed that we got everything solved, the ability to avoid the hassle of going through the full investigation. And as an organisation, our culture in the past has been a bit more get the job done. We've not focused on the people skills as well as perhaps we could, and that's something that I'm really keen to change. So we'd had previous discussions, and then after the mediation worked so well, I was really keen to bring you in just to find out a bit more about what Conflict Masters can do for the wider culture and the wider organisation.
So, Harvey, what we often do and how we like to work is to perhaps sit down and talk through some of the behaviours, some of the conflicts that have come up over the previous months and year maybe. Then look at what it is that you particularly want to address from those. We don't have an off-the-peg package that we will offer you. We like to design it around what you particularly need.
Is going to be invaluable. You know, for me, looking at what we achieved through the mediation, that we didn't go through the cost of an investigation. We certainly avoided an employment tribunal by a country mile.
I think this is the reason why Conflict Masters is really flourishing. We take a very practical approach to conflict within the workplace. So we spend time developing skills and competencies for delegates in a safe environment, often using professional actors, and we encourage delegates to bring very real problems, conflicts to the workshops and then work on them and go out able to address them.
Well, we can work with organisations at a number of different levels and in a number of different ways. So where there is an immediate conflict, then we can support the organisation mediating that conflict, so coming in as external mediators.
We can come in and usually quite quickly set up a mediation which usually will resolve the conflict and allow the parties to move on.
But often, out of those situations, there's some real learning that can be taken, and we can help organisations to cement that learning and perhaps take it on further.
We can look how conflict is usually dealt with and how effective it is, and then we can advise on programmes which will move the organisation from where they are now to where they want to be. And in doing that, we take a very interactive and proactive approach, encouraging the delegates that we work with to bring very real situations to the workshops and work specifically on them so that they can leave able to address particular and specific problems.